Joining us today, a very special guest to me. I've known him since he was 13 years old. He's a former Raider, Colt, and Steeler. 7th overall pick by the Steelers in 2009, Mr. Darrius Heyward-Bey. Darrius, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, yo, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming on, man. This is big for us. You going back to what my co-host me said, you got drafted in 2009, but you retired in 2018 along with myself. You had a 10-year career. I had a 12-year career, man. How is retired life, and is it similar to quarantine life?
100%. Retirement's been good. Just got married, so it's been awesome to just, be a husband.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. But yeah, it's similar, to be honest with you. When the quarantine happened, I kind of just said, this has been my life so far.
I can do this. I can
do this quarantine for sure. You pick up a few hobbies here and there, but it's been good to just be at the house with the family.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. We just had the draft this past weekend. Did you watch it? And if so, the virtual draft, what'd you think of that?
I did watch the draft. Every year I watch it, something I'm into. And I love the virtual draft. It was kind of cool to just see, everybody with their families, everybody at home. I think the commissioner did a good job. He put in some work. It was kind of cool. I think they're going to have to find something in the future to kind of do a little bit of both.
I like that.
Have more players, at home with video.
I was a big fan of it just because, those are the people that help get you to kind of where you are. Those are people that took care of you. So for those guys, especially who got drafted in the first round, for them to be around their families like that, I thought it was pretty special. And there was a few entertaining moments, I guess you could say, from the draft. So if they ask me what my vote is, I want it again next year. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
100%. Go ahead, man.
They kept it real because you saw what happened with CeeDee Lamb. You saw what happened with the tackle. And then you saw Goodell like this, and he ended up the night like – Those are good stuff. We got to go with the Raiders, though. You were a 7th overall pick as a speedy wide receiver. You ran a 4.3. A lot of people saw the Raiders taking a wide receiver, but maybe not taking Ruggs. They took him off the board. He ran a 4.27 at the combine. What were your thoughts there?
I like the pick. Of course, they're historic for taking speed, but I think Ruggs fits what Gruden wants to do there. Number one, they want a player who comes from a winning organization. They showed that last year with the draft, and I think Ruggs honestly fits what they want to do with that West Coast offense. I mean, he's going to do a lot of spot routes, a lot of over-the-ball stuff. He's explosive. He can break tackles, and he can take it, 60, 70 when need be.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good pick for them. He's a speedster. That's always kind of been the Raiders' deal. They always kind of want to get the first or at least one of the fastest receivers off the board. Going back to 2009, like I said earlier, you had a 10-year career. There's a lot of guys that got drafted. There's a lot of free agents that are going to be out there. Some of these guys are going to make the team and some of them won't. But you had a long 10-year career. Can you give the young players a few tips on how to prolong a career and have a career like yourself? What did you do to have your career last so long?
Two things. I think you have to humble yourself because the game will humble you at some point.
Facts.
So you have to know that that's part of the process. It's a part of the process becoming a pro. And then second would just be physical conditioning precedes everything. If you're in shape, I don't care if you're a rookie. I don't care if you're a 10-year or 12-year vet. If you come in shape, ready to go, you will always find yourself with a job.
I totally agree. You do not have a 10-year career by accident. It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning that goes into it. Yeah.
So I coached you in basketball. If people don't know that, in high school.
Yeah.
McDonough, shout out McDonough.
Yeah,
we got a new basketball documentary out there right now, Jordan, The Last Dance. I know you're watching it. What are your thoughts on it so far?
I think it's awesome. I mean, I grew up in that era. I mean, I think my first basketball memory is Jordan winning, you know, in 96, 97, 98, that three-peat. And I think it's cool that the younger generation, they get a chance to see that. You know, back then it was a lot different. It was a mystique to it because you didn't know that much. You didn't have social media. You didn't have all the things we have today. So I think it's awesome that we get an opportunity to see behind the scenes.
Now we're doing a review every week, and we got your old teammate Torrey Smith on there with us. He's a LeBron guy. He'll tell you he's LeBron first, Jordan second. He does say that, but he's more of a LeBron guy. What would you tell Torrey?
I mean, for Torrey, I mean, I get it. They come from the same cloth, you know. They come from the same type of background. They had to grind to the top, and I think people love LeBron's story, the fact that he's been on TV. He's been in the spotlight his whole life.
Yeah.
And trust me, he's done leaps over the expectations. And I think people love that about him. But we all know Jordan's the GOAT, man. I mean.
Thank you.
I got the Bullets one on this time.
There you go.
We got to keep him in rotation for these documentaries. But while we on this basketball tip though, you know my co-host, when we first got to Towson, this dude had a pair of shoes, Nike IDs, that had Drano on the side of them. So I need some confirmation from you. Was this guy any good at basketball? Because you don't put Drano and wear them around all your friends if he wasn't nice. So
first of all, my mom made me those shoes.
They weren't even Nike IDs?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Hey, I'll put it like this, man. He was my coach. And when you're a 21-year-old coach against little 14-year-olds, he was balling. That's all I'll say.
First of all, I was 19. I just graduated.
No, I'm playing with you, man. No, he can shoot. He can shoot, man. He can shoot.
Okay. All right. I needed some kind of confirmation because I'm not going to believe it coming from his mouth.
I appreciate that, D. Send me your Venmo. I'll shoot over to you.
Yeah, you definitely paid him off for that. Well, look, hey, before we let you go, I got two more questions. At the end of the Bush and Me show, we kind of like to give my kids the opportunity to ask a couple questions. So up first, come here.
These are the toughest ones usually.
It's my little girl. Say hi, Jayla.
Here you go.
Yeah. So what's your question? What's your favorite?
Hi.
Sunday.
What's your favorite topping on an ice cream sundae?
Toppings or top in?
Topping.
Topping, okay.
Ooh, good question. I think the chocolate fudge. I think that does it right.
You have to. That's the base. You got to go ice cream, chocolate fudge.
Yeah,
what's yours? If you
Whipped
say anything other than sprinkles.
cream.
Whipped cream? Okay.
Whipped cream,
all
yeah.
right.
That's a good choice.
All right. Get out of here.
Thanks, Jalen.
And next we have, oh my goodness, my big dog. I got him rapping again this week for the documentary. Say what's up.
What's up, man?
All right. Give it to him.
Who would win in a race, you or Torrey Smith?
Oh.
Two Maryland Terps.
Two Maryland Terps. He probably got me right now because I haven't been running like that. But hey, I always gotta go myself, man. I think the Lord blessed me in that area, so I'll take that. He got Super Bowl rings. I'll take the racing.
Yeah. Always bet on yourself. Get out of here. Thank you. Good job.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Nah, man. I think we're good, brother.
We're good. Darrius, thanks for joining us, man. We'd love to have you on again. Stay safe through all this, and we appreciate you hopping on.
Hey, thanks for having me, y'all.
All right, brother. We appreciate you. Thanks.